I get a lot of questions on the fastest way to build a schedule, and what we found is to create a template. And the odd thing is, you're not going to go to this template. You're going to create a project. So what I did is created a category, and we have a single family template, and then we have a townhouse project template. And whenever we make a mistake, what we do is we go into our template and we update it. I would highly recommend using, there's a new prototype over here. I would definitely recommend using it. There's a couple glitches in there, but it works pretty efficiently. So then the next step, what I do is you got to filter this stuff out. For me, there's just too much stuff going on over here. So we essentially only use these categories and try to do a split screen. And what I do is always create parents and children, excuse me, and we essentially break down the construction process from design, utility disconnects, utility reconnections, permits, bidding, material tracking log, and construction. So let's just say we forget something in the material tracking log, which gets us every single time and kills the schedule. Doesn't affect us anymore because we have this tool, but we'll throw it in here so that people don't forget it, such as getting a wall check or something like that. That a new person wouldn't be aware of. And for some of you, you don't even do wall checks, but we have to do wall checks in every jurisdiction up here. So anyway, we continue to develop the schedule bigger and bigger and bigger and better and better and better so that everybody can fine tune it. And then let's just say now that we have this schedule over here, I will go, I'll check back out of this schedule and I'll go into, let's go to design, and I'm going to throw it into Great Oak Road right here. So I go over there, and then I'm going to go to schedule. It's a working schedule. Working schedule is what's going on a day-to-day basis. Published is what's going out to everybody. So as you can see, this is completely blank. And what you'll want to do is import it over to the schedule. All right, so then you get your blank schedule, and you're going to go up here to Quick Add, and you're going to go to Load from Template. And what we're going to do is choose that template, which is single family template. And we're definitely going to load all of our resources. So our resources are subcontractors that are going to get notifications, or employees. It just saves you a lot of time to import them. Now, let's just say you bid out every single sub on every single project. Well, then you can't import sub, or you can't import, well, you can import them, but it's not a good idea because then you're going to have to delete them all. And then you want to include all tasks, and the start date is going to be, let's just say today. So let's just say you had a schedule and it was garbage and you wanted to actually use a template. Well, this is the way you do it, and it's going to supersede everything that you have in here. So boom, in what, 15 seconds? Now, one of the things that I've asked them to change, which I don't like, but you have to keep going back here and saving your view, which is a little bit of a pain, but certainly not the end of the world. So now you literally have an entire schedule built out for you, and you can figure out very quickly this project's going to end roughly here. Now the big key for me, I'd say a couple things. Number one, so these are our resources that I use over and over and over again, so I never bid them out. Once you have a resource in here, it's going to send it to them. So when you go to publish this, which is actually up here, once you publish it, they're going to get a notification. So maybe you want to create your template without resources. The other thing is you have to have predecessors. If you don't have predecessors, then the schedule doesn't flow, essentially, right? If there's no predecessor, then you're not going to be able to see when exactly the schedule ends because it's not connected. So see how these all have a predecessor? So this is the true critical path, and you can identify the critical path by just popping that on, and it'll start to turn red, and that is your critical path. So some of these, like for example, architecture doesn't have a predecessor. It starts at the same time that we do topo and boundary, but all of these can't happen until this happens. So these are all predecessors, which continues the flow of the project out indefinitely, essentially. So then we can figure out very quickly that if we started this project on March 2nd, we can finish it by December 4th. And of course, if things happen, then you'll have to update it. But if you have these predecessors, then all you have to do is update that one event, and then it'll tell you the end date. So good luck. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.